Today's sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He was brought down by Eric Harris.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Steps away. Past the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Patterson. He will push his way down to about the 14. Devin White, the Bucs' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on this stop.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Kaepernick now to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Stephon Diggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that challenge, a successful one.
Kaepernick's going to try to sneak it. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they're certainly playing their best football of the year.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
A first down carry for Barkley. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Now a play fake. Brady. Flush to his right. He's got Perriman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
To the right side, complete to Miller. That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on third down as a real key down in any drive, any situation. And they took full advantage of third down there and made a play.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Patterson, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown! Cordero Patterson. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
So
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. Sliding out of the pocket. Going deep for Diggs. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. Kaepernick now on the keeper. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Colin Kaepernick with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun now for Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Marshall. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Brady now on 1st down.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From midfield, here's Brady. For Marshall, that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Brady gets this out to Saquon Barkley. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Brady to throw again. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And down inside the 15 he goes. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady goes right side, complete to Gronk.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. To throw, it's Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon in charge.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing now is Kaepernick. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one, so they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta. 2nd down and 7.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. They'll roll him out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Here we go.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And shedding through the tackle. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground, and here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Patterson.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
And this one is right through. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. Barkley a 1st down and more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Brady's throw pulled in by Marshall. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here. And
he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Buccaneers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Brady to throw. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 74 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Now he'll throw with Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And Marshall's got it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Flushed out right. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep.
Now they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Third down, Barkley. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Oh, pardon. That play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
Now Brady, gotta have this one. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point try now for Succop. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. They get it.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Kaepernick to throw. Rolling to his right.
And he'll wind up getting about 8, but the clock will run. Also, don't forget, it's now 3rd down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. To throw is Kaepernick. And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Succop for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick. Rolling to his left. He completes this to Russell Gage. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. One final try for Kaepernick. We've seen this before. This to possibly force OT. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense.